Alright guys, we got a few weeks ago, it's been a little while, but we got our corn solids tested before we got our rations figured out for our feedlot calves, and of course this stuff dried out a little bit. It's not 55% moisture, just it's not that dry. The nutritionist said it was good silage, but we have the protein, and what he liked to see was this starch content, 41%. He said that 41% starch meant that you had short corn that you yielded about average, or you had tall, high-yielding corn. And you all saw in a video that was pretty tall corn. But this is just a breakdown of what's all in this silage and everything. And the corn that we're grinding to mix in with this stuff, he also took a sample of that. This is not the actual price. This changes pretty regular. You could use Microsoft Excel and change the values as you buy it, and you kind of know your output or your input cost. But we have this is how much corn: 3,300 pounds of corn, 550 pounds of soybean meal, 450 on the distiller's grain, and 200 pound of mineral in a 4,500 pound mix. Like I said, these numbers are not accurate, and he told us that he didn't even adjust them because we raised most of our feed anyway. So this is kind of what we're giving them. After our corn test came back, we knocked this down to 5 pounds, not 8 pounds anymore. That's how many pounds per head we would be giving them of this mixed in with corn silage. He said we'd get too fat on that, and as starchy as the grain is, the corn, said it's kind of like a kid sitting there. It's like if you were, or even an adult, if you just sit around and eat mashed potatoes and potato chips all the time, it's real starchy, and bread and things. So that's kind of what we have going on. This is just a mix and a breakdown of your dry matter and everything, of cost, and this is for my Holstein steer, so this is just a little bit different. But now that we've gone over that, I'll take you out there. Y'all can get a look at them. My Holsteins are doing pretty good. It's in the 30s. It's about lunchtime. We got a pretty stiff breeze out of the north. Gonna warm up this weekend. Wind advisories, 60-mile-an-hour gust, and then it's gonna get back down to 20s that night. So we got some crazy weather. It's supposed to warm up in the upper 60s and then go back down to the 20s. But here's kind of a look at what they look like. This is on they've been on this ration for a week or two. He's going to come out and take a look at them. We're trying to get the best gain. It sounds funny to put money into cattle if you could just graze them, but he said, of course he's a salesman, he's trying to sell us feed, but obviously if it doesn't work, we're not going to try it again. So he's going to keep a close eye on it. We're going to look at everything, and he's wanting 3 pounds. 3 pounds of gain a day out of these calves. He said the more we improve our genetics, the closer we'll get to 3 pounds. He said 3.5 is possible. We can get there. Just got to keep working with our rations and adjusting as we go with our genetics and see how everything works out. But anyway, we're getting ready to weigh some, so I can't tell you what prices are, what we're going to have price-wise. But I like this one here. It's a heifer. She's a pig. She looks pretty good, in my opinion. I'll go in here and show you the barn in here. We got everything closed up because of the wind, and we're trying to cut down on sickness. We've had sick calves, and like I said, we're just they like it in here quite a bit. It's time to go in here and turn this over. We use a chisel plow. We could probably come in here and rake the top off of it because it's pretty saturated, and underneath is a dry layer. You can take a shovel and dig down about 6 inches and it's dry as can be. So I think this barn's helping with our sickness and the wind, and they're able to stay dry and stay in here. And when we did this last year, we got a pretty good price over everybody else's because our calves are clean. They weren't coated in mud and everything else. I say a pretty good price. We might have got 5 or 6 cents over everybody else. But that's and another thing, feedlots around, or the stockyards around here are saying people are giving more money this year for calves that are weaned than unweaned. They're wanting weaned calves, and I don't know. Some of the people that I watch on YouTube have feedlots, so if that's true, feel free to comment on the video. I got a load of guy with straw. He's coming to get. I got about 5 or 6 more loads, and we'll be out of straw. And then we got a package of lumber coming in. We're going to put boards on there and fill this barn full of sawdust. And next weekend we're going to vaccinate all the cows. Scar Balls is on the way. I was talking to Anderson Cattle Company about it, and the vet mentioned it last year. We had a couple of scar cases, and he said people have been using it, had pretty good luck with it, so we're going to use Scar Balls this year. On a dry year, we don't have a problem with scars, but it's very rare that you have, especially around here in February and March, it's always rainy and wet. Don't matter where you're at in the pasture, it's just mucky. But we'll see how it works out. You know, you always have some that don't breed, and or skip a breeding, or they're late or whatever. And then if you have one that carries a calf all year and the calf dies of scars, you know, that's just more to add to it. Than your percentage of calves that come off your herd is lower. So they're all wet nose, and I don't see much snot right now. There's no heavy breathing or anything, no respiratory as far as I can tell. So we just got to keep an eye on them, and if they're sick, give them shots. But we got some small ones in here, but we're going to sell them all whenever we sell them. Probably sometime in January. We're calving in February, so we'll get all these out of here, and we'll group our cows and put the big cows in a group and small cows in a group and see how that works out for us. We might just have one big group, I don't know. But we're going to give it all a try. I'm going to get some calves here pretty soon. I know it's been a while since I did a video. I'm going to get 30 more Holstein bulls, and I'm going to go with the big crate, and we got a new milk program. I did a step-up program last time. Worked out pretty good, which is what you do is increase the powder milk rate every so many days. And this is a 20-25 mix, and what you do is you work them up to the 20-25, and you give them a gallon or 1.3 gallon per day. And you can step up from there, but it's a kind of a set rate. Once you get them up to 12 ounces of milk, you leave them there. But and yeah, the wheat's coming up now. But all right, I got a lot of stuff to do, and this is a quick video. So thanks for watching.